Hello. Welcome back to the Stash and Shaggy podcast. I'm your host, Stash. This is my halfway here co-host, Shaggy.
Gone.
How we doing?
Tired. Happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year. I went 7-4 NFL, 2-2 NHL, 1-2-1 in the Dub Life parlay because Tony Pollard didn't play.
Yeah, he was on the odds list, but last minute, they took him away. So I don't lose, but I'll void my bet for that one.
We got week 18, last week in a regular season of the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams playing for playoff spots, some teams playing for pride, some teams playing for number one overall seed.
Get 'em.
Interesting week, and then not interesting week at the same time.
That's the sound. Let's start it off.
There we go. Cleveland, Baltimore, first game. Baltimore's favored by 17.5 points. That's a lot of points. I'm out. No bets.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of points for me. I didn't know what to pick on this game either. I'm also going to take no bets.
I was thinking about a Zay Flowers touchdown, but I'm just going to stay away.
Yeah.
Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. Cincinnati is playing a must-win game. If they want to get into the playoffs, they need to win. Denver needs to lose, and they get in. So they also play on Saturday. So give me Cincy -1.5 versus Pittsburgh. They're on fire right now.
Not me taking Pittsburgh straight up.
Good luck with that.
Yes, indeed.
Kansas City versus Denver. I'm pretty sure Kansas City is sitting most of their players. Kelsey, Mahomes,
Everybody.
Pacheco. I think Hunt is playing. But, yeah, we're going to see Carson Wentz under quarterback.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz is a capable quarterback, though. I don't really know if Kansas City is going to win. Denver's a -10.5 point favorite. But give me them over 39.5. I feel like that's pretty low for this game. Denver's been putting up points. Kansas City's been putting up more points in the later half of the season. So give me over 39.5.
Yeah, I know the odds are kind of high for the Broncos, so I'm just going to take the Broncos straight up.
Broncos straight up?
Yeah.
Is that like -300?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what else to pick. My
Sutton touchdown is?
Sutton touchdown. Yeah, anytime touchdown. I'll throw that in there.
Okay. Atlanta versus Carolina. I'm going to try this again. I did this last week. Didn't really work out with the Rams and the Cardinals, but give me Atlanta versus Carolina. I want Carolina +320. Atlanta has Michael Penix under center. He's still pretty fresh. I think this is his third game. I think +320 on Carolina is pretty good value. I'll take that.
I couldn't come up with a decision, so I went with the under 48.5.
That's a lot of points, yeah. I like that bet too.
Right.
Tampa Bay versus New Orleans. We got Tampa Bay playing for a better seed, I think. New Orleans playing for nothing. They got Spencer Rattler under center. I'll take over 43.5. Spencer Rattler looked a little better last week, and honestly, Tampa Bay could probably cover this spread by themselves of 43. They scored 48 last week, so.
Yeah, Broncos were -900, so Broncos straight up. Mike Evans touchdown. Hopefully he's playing.
You're combining Broncos and...
No, I'm sorry, Buccaneers straight up, and then Evans touchdown.
Okay. Buffalo versus New England.
Buffalo.
I don't know if Buffalo's starting a full team. I don't think they're playing for anything. But New England's kind of garbage. Their defense is ridiculously bad. So Buffalo -2.5. Not sure yet if they're starting a full team, though. I think Josh Allen and Cook might be out, but we'll see. I'll still take Buffalo -2.5 either way. So
No bets for me on this one.
Jacksonville versus Indy. This is a whole lot of for nothing game. Nobody's playing for pride, I guess. I'll nothing. I'm out.
I'm going to go ahead and take the over 45.5.
Okay. Washington versus Dallas. I think Washington is going to be starting a full team this week. And for that reason, I will take Terry McLaurin touchdown versus a terrible Dallas defense.
Yep.
Didn't do very good last week, so I'm expecting a rebound week for Terry McLaurin here.
Yep. Taking the Commanders straight up, the over 44.5.
Okay. The Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
It was just announced that Saquon Barkley will not be playing versus the Giants, so he will not be breaking Eric Dickerson's rushing yards total for the season. That's all right, though. I'll still take Philly -3 because the Giants are trying to lose because they want the number 1 overall pick, I'm assuming. So
Yeah, I'll go with the same thing. -3.5.
Yep, 3. Chicago versus Green Bay. Nothing here for me.
Chicago versus Green Bay. I like 40.5 for the over. I'm gonna go with 40.5 in the over and Jaden Reed touchdown. I like that. I
Okay.
like the Reed touchdown.
Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. I'm not 100% sure why this total is so low. I feel like both these teams score a decent amount, and the total is at 38.5.
Yes.
Maybe I missed something and somebody's out, so I have to kind of double check that. But as of right now, I'm going to take over 38.5. If I find out that Matthew Stafford or Geno Smith or a bunch of like key players are out, then I'll probably retract that and just have no bets.
Right. I also took the over.
Miami versus the Jets. I think the Jets are starting Jordan Travis at quarterback this week. And I don't know if Tua's going to play or not either. So you got 2 backup quarterbacks facing each other this week. I have no idea. No bets.
Dolphins straight up -120.
Okay. Yeah. The Los Angeles Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chargers have locked up a spot in the playoffs, but I think they're still playing for seeding, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can either be 5 or 6. So in that case, give me the Chargers -5.5 versus an Aiden O'Connell led Las Vegas Raiders.
I took the same thing. I got them at -120. Did you get a odds on that?
I took -5.5.
Yeah. So do I. -120. What are my odds on that?
Oh, I got you. San Francisco versus Arizona. I like the over 42.5 in this game. Not sure if Purdy's playing. He got hurt last week, but it's fine. Both these defenses are inept, so give me 42.5 over.
Just taking the 49ers at the underdogs at +168 straight up.
And the best game of the week, ending it off on Sunday night, Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings for the division in the first round bye. Should be a banger. I have a hard time betting against the Lions because their offense just looks way too hot right now. Even though the Minnesota Vikings are kind of a low-key, like, sneaker team for the playoffs, or for the Super Bowl, rather. Nobody's really expecting them to do much, but they've looked really solid all year. Sam Darnold's lighting it up. He's got over 3,500 passing yards. Like, looks good. So, I don't know. It's a risky game, but give me Lions -3 with a Dan Campbell working some stuff up, some 4th and 3s and some fake punts and all kinds of crap. And I'll throw in a St. Brown touchdown as well.
Yeah, you like that St. Brown touchdown. He's good.
He always
So
scores.
good.
So it's hard.
So
it's
good.
it's hard not to bet him.
Taking the Lions, taking everything else that you can put with the Lions. Everybody to get a touchdown. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
That's it for the NFL. What we got next? You got some NHL? I have a few NHL.
Got a couple. What you got?
A few games for Saturday. Starting off with the Rangers and Capitals. Going with the Capitals. Devils out the Sharks, taking the Devils. And the Red Wings facing the Jets at the Jets, taking the Red Wings, of course. The Bruins go to the Maple Leafs, which they will be defeated. Maple Leafs will take that one. Wild and Hurricanes. North Kakalaki taking the Kakalakians.
Yeah, I'll take the Canes.
Blues are facing the Blue Jackets. Going with the Blues. Canadians and the Avalanche. That's going to be a tough game. Avalanche are favored to win significantly, but no bets on that game. Canadians can win. Utah Hockey Club versus the Stars. Taking the Stars.
Give me Utah.
Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Lightning's always... Lightnings are going to the Kings. Taking the Kings.
Give me the Bolts.
And how about the next one? Do you have the Predators against the Flames?
Predators are terrible, so...
I took the Flames.
I mean, you could take the Flames, but I'm sure it's going to be like minus 400, so...
Yeah. Sabres go to the Golden Knights, which they will be defeated.
Golden Knights have been on fire.
Yep, they will continue to be on fire.
Hottest team in the league.
And then the Oilers travel to the Krakens. Oilers on that game.
No over-unders. That's a first for you.
Well, it'd be hard to pick the over-unders because the odds won't come out till Friday. So I could pick some over-unders, but I won't know the odds.
I mean, you're usually around even money, depending on if it just depends on what the puck line might be. It might be minus 5.5 or 6, but either way, the line's going to move, but the money line's going to stay the same usually.
The Blue and Blue Jackets, and then the Predators and Flames, you can probably take the over. I'm not sure on anything else. Rangers and Capitals, they'll probably score a few in the first, but then there won't be much after that. Everybody else should be a good matchup, so it's going to be hard to pick a over-under.
Yeah, I feel you. Double life parlay this week.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one, so definitely going to maybe put 2 units on this one for my opinion.
Yeah, I picked the Sutton touchdown for that.
I think we got 16.5 units positive now.
Yep.
We're gonna go over 43.5 Tampa Bay New Orleans, plus 17.5 for Cleveland versus Baltimore. Cortland Sutton anytime touchdown, and Carolina Atlanta under 48.5. I really like all those bets. So this is the first double life parlay that I feel the best about. So we're just going to lose probably because I feel so good about it.
Usually how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. The one that I didn't feel really good about, we smashed. And then the one before that we hit, I was like, I'm kind of iffy on this one. And that one hit too. So usually when I feel bad, they do good. And when I feel good, they do bad. Seems how it goes in the sports betting world. There is the Century Golf Tournament this weekend, but I'm going to watch this one, see how everybody's playing so far this year and at the beginning of the year, and then I'm going to reevaluate for the next tournament.
Yeah, that's always smart to do because probably 4 rounds, of course, and then got to watch the first round, see what's going on.
And I think we get UFC back in a week or two, so that'll help out with our options of betting and our double life parlay options. And then we got playoffs, which are also going to be more exciting than, this week 18, which is a little hard to bet because you got a lot of starters not starting and this and that. So this week's a little bit harder. I still think there's some good value on some picks out there, but next week and the week after will be some really good weeks as far as like betting and close lines, and it'll be fun.
And once it gets down to the last few, we'll pick a few same game parlays since we don't have many teams to bet on. Yeah,
we'll throw some same game parlays out there once the playoffs start whittling teams down for sure. You smashed the same game parlay in the Lions 49ers game on Monday.
Yeah, Lions seem to be a good team to bet a same game parlay on.
Yeah, teams that score a lot are always good because you can just bet people's overs, bet people to score touchdowns, and it seems to come through a lot. So I think that's the second big Lions same game parlay you've hit this year. So good job. Good job. Keep it together. And thank you for watching. Let's win some money. Let's get some positive momentum moving into the playoffs and UFC starting and for the new year. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds. I appreciate you. Come back next week.
New year, new bankroll.